Good evening.
Good evening.
As you can see, supporting our youth through recreational sports is what I'm going to be talking about today. My job is to convince you through my persuasive measures to try to get you to go out, not only hear my presentation, but volunteer your services to help youth. Now, I'll give you a short story about myself. When I started out years ago, I played football in the Little League. I didn't have the transportation I needed in a lot of cases, so my coach would actually pick me up and take me out to practice. But there were those times when we had games on Saturdays. I would look out into the stands, and who was I looking for? I was looking for my parents. In most cases, they were not there. That had an impact on me that made me drive and want to go and do more when it came to athletics and in life. But with a lot of youth, that's not always the case. So I encourage you to go out and make sure that you volunteer your time to support the youth. Now, first of all, what do these people have in common? Richie Sherman, Ben Roethlisberger, who's that? Jamal Lewis, Peyton Manning, and Clay Matthews. Obviously, they're NFL football players. But another thing that they have in common that you won't know by just watching them on a Sunday is they all participated in recreational sports starting out. That gave them their career start. Recreational sports does a lot for the youth, but you mentoring to the youth is also going to help the youth. As you can tell, athletics, of course, is a natural thing when you're talking about sports, but it also provides social skills. You as an adult volunteering with the kids gives them an opportunity to see how you not only intermingle with each other, but how you intermingle with them. It gives them a positive attributes because a good mentor is going to teach as well as coach. And of course, it encourages the youth to not only participate, but once they complete a successful career in athletics and recreational sports, they can come back and volunteer their times. As you see, a lot of cases, the NFL players come back, they hold camps, they're giving back to what got their start. Our society today is all about self-preservation. And what I mean by that is, it's all about you, me, I. But of course, there's no I in team. So self-preservation is a good thing within yourself, but not always a good thing in society to help others. And recreational football can kind of get a little bit of that out of you. Of course, it teaches teamwork, which is very important. No one person on a team, especially on the football field, can do it by themselves. It encourages the youth to trust each other. That defensive line is trying to get to that quarterback in the back, so the offensive line has to stop who's ever coming back there. So guess what? The quarterback has to automatically trust that line. It encourages sportsmanship because not only in recreational sports, the mentors that you're going to be later, they teach kids after whether they win or lose, they're still going to show that sportsmanship. That's why you see all the teams going around shaking each other's hand and congratulating them on the game after it's done. It's going to teach lifelong skills. What I mean by that is, doing recreational sports, you're going to teach hard work. Now, we know hard work is things that we always say our youth don't want to do, but when you're teaching them through those hardcore practices, they're practicing day in and day out, sometimes what we call two-a-days, practice in the morning and come back and practice in the evening, that is hard work. Teamwork, as stated earlier, it takes a team in order to accomplish the mission that they're trying to accomplish. And perseverance. One person can't do it alone. But as you can see, this one kid here, he's not giving up. He's continuing to do what is necessary to get to the goal line, just like he will do later on in life. Volunteers are needed. I talked in the beginning about that's my job here today, to persuade you to volunteer your time to the youth. It's immeasurable, as you can tell. I talked about me and how I got started in recreational sports. There was a letdown, but it still drove me to do better. But a lot of kids coming from the inner city, they might not have a parent that's going to be in the stands. You can be that role model for that kid that may not have that parent that's actually sitting up in the stand. As long as you're a positive role model, you're doing exactly what you need to do. You don't need to know how to play sports all the time. You don't need to be the expert in playing football, but your presence giving knowledge back, what you've learned throughout your life will actually help that youth. Economic situations, like I talked before, I didn't have transportation to get back and forth. We are more fortunate now. You are more fortunate now. Let's give back to our youth. It's a call to action, people. What are you going to do? What I want you to do is, I want you to attend your nearest recreational center today. If the game is not going on today, it will be going on today or tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. But what I need you to do, I have a sign-up slip in the back. I'm going to get each one of you today to sign up on that slip, and we're going to go out and we're going to support our youth. I expect our streets to look like this. Are you with me?
Yes.
I really appreciate your time today. Thank you. My name is Wilson Hall, and this has been my presentation on trying to persuade you into be volunteers and helping with the youth. Thank you.